Hello everyone, Punch Nuts here. I'm about to tell you everything about Assassin's Creed Victory because it was just announced like an hour ago, I believe. I am really excited and about to share you the setting and this gameplay video that Kotaku witnessed themselves and new screenshots. Let's get to it. Here we go. So right now I'm going to go over the screenshots. As you can see here, this is the title of the game, Assassin's Creed Victory. And there's nothing new here, but, you know, the new name, Victory. So let's move on. As you can see here, you can probably tell it takes place in Victorian London during the 19th century. And he's on a tower, a synchronization tower. We don't know the name of the main character yet, but you can see a tall tower there. And don't get me wrong, this might be Big Ben. I have no idea. But I love how you can see the smoke in the background going all the way up to the clouds, and it looks beautiful. On the next one, we got a change outfit thing, so you can see, yeah, he's gonna pick up a top hat, and then a disguise, maybe. I am not sure how this works yet. And right here, assassinate this one dude, and he's on a train, they're fighting, which looks pretty badass, I got to admit, and you guys see that whip thing on the left, so just whip him. Yeah, that's how you do it. You can also see here that the new character is using a grappling hook inside a building, I believe. So yeah, that's a new thing they're gonna do, and if it works the way people think it does, then you can travel around more seamlessly and stuff like that. I'll tell you more when I read about Kotaku's review of the gameplay video they saw, which is really sad. I wish I saw it too, but you know, I don't work for Kotaku. But yeah, we might get a video for Assassin's Creed Rogue. I mean Victory, sorry. Soon. So just hold your horses, people. We might get one soon. Now I'm about to show you, or read to you, the review from Kotaku and their thoughts about the game. Next year's Assassin's Creed game will take place in London during the 19th century. Kotaku has learned thanks to an early leak. Farewell, Napoleon. Hello, Jack the Ripper. This new entry in Ubisoft's annual open-world action series, slated for release in the fall of 2015, will take us through the dirty back alleys and rattling stagecoaches of London during the Victorian era, a historical period that fans have wanted to see in an Assassin's Creed game for quite some time now. This new Assassin's Creed game is called or codenamed Victory, like Victorian. So yeah, the name could change. So yeah, it's not the final name right now, because we don't know. And it will be out next year for PS4, Xbox One, and PC, according to a person familiar with the game. Victory is something of a shift for the series in a few ways. For one, this is the first Assassin's Creed game helmed by Ubisoft's Quebec studio, as opposed to the primary Montreal office, which has led development on the biggest Assassin's Creed releases since the first game in 2007. Earlier this year, the Ubisoft blog teased that Quebec would be heading up a feature game in their analyzed series, but they didn't say much about it. This is that game. Of course, just about every major Ubisoft game is developed by teams of hundreds that work across all of their studios across the world, from Canada to China, but it's significant to see an Assassin's Creed game led by a new team. Ubisoft Quebec also developed downloadable content for Assassin's Creed 3, The Tyranny of King Washington, and Assassin's Creed 4, Freedom Cry. So since they only did DLC for a few of the games, it'll be interesting to see them make their own game. I'm pretty sure there's more studios working on it. I don't think it's just Quebec, but we'll see. We also hear that this will be the only main Assassin's Creed next fall. Unless something changes, we won't see two separate entries like we did this year with Unity and Rogue. According to a person familiar with going-ons at the company, next year Assassin's Creed is sticking to current-gen platforms and seamlessly leaving the Xbox 360 and PS3 behind. So yeah, those guys got Rogue this year. Sorry, it's not next year yet. Yeah, so Rogue was the last one on last gen. So we're now fully going towards next gen or current gen. The annualized Assassin's Creed franchise is in a strange spot at the moment and has seen calls from some fans to take a year off something that doesn't appear to be happening, and given how impressive victory looks so far, and the implication that it must be pretty far along to be ready looking this good, perhaps it doesn't need to. Still, it was just a week ago that Ubisoft had to apologize for the technical problems marring the newest Assassin's Creed Unity. Tepid reviews of Unity haven't helped, and a humble Ubisoft has opted to no longer charge fans for the game's major expansion, Dead Kings. So yeah, I did a video on that, and yeah, you can find it. Some Assassin's Creed fans among the Kotaku readership and elsewhere online point to Unity delayed from October to November, yet still having launched in suboptimal condition as a sign that 2015 should be a skip year for the ubiquitous series, if I said that right. Ubisoft has instead appeared to be as ambitious as ever about its top franchise, releasing the old-gen Assassin's Creed Rogue last month, as well as planned an Assassin's Creed side-scroller set in China for release sometime in the next few months. Earlier this year, we told you about Unity and Rogue before they were announced. Today, we can tell you about Victory thanks to a 7-minute target gameplay video leaked to Kotaku that demonstrates what Ubisoft's dev team expects from the upcoming Assassin's Creed game. The video is surprisingly slick and could pass for an E3 presentation, and although it may not represent what the final game looks like, the beginning of the video proclaims that it was produced entirely in Anvil, Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed engine. In other words, it wasn't pre-rendered. To the eyes of Kotaku staffers who have played recent Assassin's Creed games, and likely to those of you seeing the shots in the article, Victory appears to be using the version of the Anvil engine seen in Unity, the best-looking incarnation we've seen so far. Because Unity's Paris looked amazing. The video begins with an assassin, presumably the game's protagonist, climbing up a tower and looking out at the city of London. We get a quick overview of the city as the camera flies from alley to alley, showing us some of the game's potential side activities, gambling in a pub, street racing with carriages, and so forth. And those both sound really interesting. Street races, now confirmed, I think. We then cut back to the assassin who leaps down to the street, makes his way into a nearby house carriage, and accepts an assignment from a mysterious masked woman. The task: kill a man named Roderick Bulmer, who has been trafficking little girls for the assassin's ancestral enemies. The Templars must receive our message, says the woman. You must send it in blood. Ooh, strong statement there. Mid-conversation, the carriage is attacked, so the assassin makes his way out and takes out several enemies who are bearing Templar insignias while keeping his balance atop the moving buggy. It's frantic. A few quick kills later, the assassin arrives at the Charing Cross railway station, where he swaps his hood for a top hat and runs through the crowd, ignoring side quests. Stop that thief as he... Oh yeah, I get it. As he hunts down Bulmer, who was standing among the crowd in the middle of a train plaza. Our assassin hops and leaps to a platform overlooking the trains, takes out a guard, then uses what appears to be a new item, a grappling hook, to swing over to Bulmer and stab him in the chest. That's the way to do it. Once Bulmer is dead, the assassin jumps onto a moving train and fights off more Templar soldiers while crossing the River Thames. As the video draws to a close, our protagonist leaps from the train into a conveniently placed haystack, like always, then staggers forward as the camera pulls toward the London horizon, then the logo Assassin's Creed Victory. The takeaway from this footage isn't just that Assassin's Creed is a new place and era again. It's that apparently Ubisoft is pushing for some gameplay innovation. We can see that in the multiple fights on moving vehicles, and we can see that in the introduction of the grappling hook, which seems, at least when used inside a massive covered train station, to allow the player-controlled character to create literal jumping-off points on the fly. If that grappling hook works that way we think it does, then players would be able to walk into any covered space in Victory, shoot at the ceiling to drop a rope from it, and then swing over to assassinate a target, or maybe escape in a crowd. This could significantly change how these games play and how gamers move through an Assassin's Creed world. It appears that Victory will build on the same internal Ubisoft graphics engine Anvil that made Unity's Paris so striking. One hopes that Ubisoft will have its tech and its game better bug tested for Victory. If so, this could be a good one, as the setting and the gameplay looks like winners. We asked Ubisoft for comment about the timing and platforms for the game. If they decide to say anything, we'll let you know. So yeah, I'll cover that too, of course. Wow, this is really interesting. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to keep you any longer because this video will probably be really long. So what do you guys think of this new Assassin's Creed game called Assassin's Creed Victory, set in Victorian London during the 19th century? And I don't know why I had to repeat that, but whatever. Yeah, what do you guys think? Leave your questions in the comment section down below. Please subscribe for more Assassin's Creed videos, and also leave a like if you enjoyed this one. And I'll be covering every Assassin's Creed Victory information and videos and gameplay that comes out. So yeah, click that sub button, and you won't miss out on anything. Also, guys, I really want to say thanks for 200 subscribers. I am really grateful, and yeah. Plus, everyone who has been through Unity and Rogue with me this past year. Thank you if you're still here, and please enjoy this next year for Assassin's Creed Victory. And yeah, see you guys later.